Yo, what's going on, guys? This is a little bit different. This is gonna be a different type of video. Let me lower my chair. I've been kind of thinking with myself, kind of about how and why I'm, so motivated to do what I want to do. And I already spoke about it a few times in the past on this channel, actually, like 3 videos ago, I think. I'm not too sure exactly how many it was, but it was basically like I didn't really know why or almost what I wanted to do, the reason I wanted to do. And I started to realize that I feel like I'm the type of person to really ask myself questions that most people tend to avoid or almost are afraid to answer themselves, if that makes sense. At the point of my life right now, with chasing this dream life of mine, I recently started asking myself, what's the point of this? Am I almost wasting my life away chasing this dream life? Am I wasting my life away caring too much about money? And don't get me wrong, money matters. It's a fact, right? Money can get you the things that you want. Money can provide for the people that you love. Money can open doors that are usually locked for everyone else. So with that being said, it's I've always honestly been the type of person to never understand why a why is so important. Excuse me. I never understood why having your why is so important. I always thought that if you wanted a certain thing, you should go get it. And that should just be the why, just because you want it. Because if I'm being honest, chasing money without a reason, and as someone who feels like they're doing it right now, chasing money without a reason is almost like running in a building and it's just pitch black. It's I'm moving fast. I'm trying. I'm working as hard as I can. I'm putting in all this effort, but I have no clue where I'm going. And I start realizing if money's the only thing I care about, or money is the only thing that you care about, life turns into this weird scoreboard, just keeping score, or chasing something just for a score or a number on the screen. Bank account goes up, you feel good. Bank account goes down, you feel sad, right? That's literally what you're chasing. But life was never supposed to be a scoreboard. Money, it's supposed to be a tool, like a hammer or a wrench in the hand of a builder, right? The hammer or the wrench, whatever, the tool is not the goal. The house is. So it's I gotta ask myself, what am I trying to build? At the beginning of the year, I was watching a video about, it was just a random motivational video. And in the video, the person was telling themselves that at the beginning of every year, they write down goals that they need to stick to. And when I went to, grab a pen and put it in my notebook, I realized I barely even had anything to write. What I did is I realized that I should just write what's truly important to me, which is obviously the providing for the people I love, providing for my family, being able to give freedom to the people I love. And another thing that I truly feel like I'm called to be doing is bringing people to God and furthering his kingdom. God's been a big part of my life. I don't really talk about it as much on this channel, which is something I genuinely want to start doing. If this is going to be a real diary for me, if I am being honest, I feel like I could 100% be more close to God, which is one of the biggest goals I've been trying to accomplish throughout this year. We're only 3 months in, right? So it's we're still kind of getting started. But that 100% is one of my biggest goals. There was a quote I heard on Instagram, while I was scrolling on Reels. Money with the wrong purpose becomes a prison, but money with the right purpose becomes fuel for your mission. It's fuel to build your body, fuel to grow, fuel to become the man I'm supposed to be. Because the most successful man in the room isn't the person who just chased money. It's the person who knows exactly why he wants it. I want to be that successful man. I want to be that successful version of myself, that person who doesn't quit, that person who's not chasing money for ego or something. He's chasing it for freedom, God's kingdom, and a real legacy. So if anybody is watching this, I genuinely want you to ask yourself, are you wasting your life chasing or caring too much about money? Or are you chasing money to build a life that actually means something? Because the goal was never to get rich. The goal was to become a man who has a reason worth getting rich for. If you guys are feeling the same type of way I kind of feel sometimes, where you don't really know exactly where you're going or why you want to do it, ask yourself that question. All right, next week.